Good evening, it's Nicholas from Gandora Gaming, and I'm sorry I'm only making this video now. These cards got revealed early this morning, and I read them this afternoon, but with life going on, I just only had a chance to make this video now, so brace yourselves. For anyone who didn't already know about these cards are actually pretty solid. We have a brand new Link 3 and a brand new main deck monster for the Raika archetype. At least I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And I think both cards are really, really solid going forward. So let's get into this. So first things first, we have the brand new Raika main deck monster. I can't pronounce it. It's some Japanese name. I'm not going to butcher the Japanese language. So you're just going to have to bear with me and look it up yourself if you want to pronounce it. It starts with an H. So go with that. It's an Earth Insect monster, 1800 attack, 0 defense, and it has two really, really good effects. So the first effect is basically a Vertiself, where you can trash it from hand to basically spell summon a, a insect, plant, or insect from your hand. So basically the idea is that, it's an extender from hand. You do need to discard it in order to summon a guy from hand, but ultimately that's still pretty good. It basically double summon as a monster, which is solid. It gets you a free body. This deck's already playing Lone Fire, so this gives you a way to play around if your Lone Fire gets stopped, so I like it. But the effect that really matters is if this card is banished by any means this turn, during the end phase, you get to draw cards equal to the number of different types of monsters on your field, that being plant, insect, and of course reptile. So basically this card says draw 3 at end phase, and you get all 3 different types on field, which is that can do pretty easy, which is really, really good. So this card says, hey, not only am I an extender through your normal summon, but also I'm just a free draw 3 at end phase, which is really, really good. Earth Machine does an entire combo just to draw 2, and this deck saying, hey, you just draw 3 at end phase. It's like a Runic deck, kind of. Well, not really Runic, but you know what I mean. Runic field spell draws you 3, so hey, there you go. Already like the first monster. The second monster is already insane as well. It's a Link 3. Let's go over its stats real quick. Alright, so let's go over the next card. This is our Link 3 Reptile monster, 2600 attack, and it has arrows pointing left, right, and down. So it's the Tri-Gate Wizard's arrows, I believe. Tri-Gate Wizard's arrows might be left, right, and up, actually. I gotta remember Tri-Gate. It's basically just a T-pose, where one arrow is pointing down and the other 2 arrows are pointing left and right. It has 2 really, really good effects. Its first effect is you can banish 2 monsters from your grave to then target 2 monsters, not 2 monsters, what am I saying, 2 spells and traps on the field, and then destroy them, which is really, really good. So basically it's a Link 3 you can climb into when you're trying to get to your Link 4, and it's back row removal. So basically you banish 2 monsters from grave, which the next benefits from banishing your monsters from grave, they all have like beneficial effects. For example, we just went over the newest one, but it says, hey, during end phase, draw 3 if you have 3 different types on field. So that's pretty good. And basically, that's its first effect. So it just clears 2 back row, which is solid. I mean, its second effect is that it has a way to bring itself back from the graveyard, which all the Link monsters do, by basically shuffling back a monster on the field, which is pretty awesome. It's a pretty solid effect. And yeah, that's basically it. I think the new support is pretty solid. It's way better than the Goblin Rider support for the second wave. And honestly, I'm really excited to see where this deck goes from here. You all enjoy. I hope you all liked the video. And I'm sorry it took so long to post this. So yeah, for all those who didn't know, now you know.